Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you tuning in. So I'm going to walk you through one of the trades we have opened this morning. So I sent this to the Discord. You can see it here, AUD NZD short thesis. So I want to walk you through it because I get questions about the way I trade. I've shown you quite a lot about my swing strategy, which essentially is very, very similar to my day trading strategy, just with some very small tweaks here and there just to account for smaller time frames, smaller stop losses and things. Um, so this is essentially the Echo model. And now I teach that in the Discord. We have some members that use it, and this is using my Golden Gates algorithm. So if we start on the H1, you can see we had this arrow. Now, this arrow is a signal by Golden Gates. So essentially, the way I deal with day trading is I'm not sat at the charts all day watching price movements, waiting for setups. I have MetaTrader open, just minimized, and I get alerted. So I don't have an alert at the moment, but if we go over to experts down here, you can see I get these alerts on different pairs when a setup is found. And you can see down here, there's the AUD New Zealand alert. So this pops up and it makes a sound when I get a notification for an entry. So I got alerted for this. It got to pop up and I was like, okay, let me go and check it. And, I'll go and do my analysis and make sure that it's something I would take. So when we click on this, what do we see? Let me just delete this fib so I can show you it without that for now. There we go. So we saw price reject the 200 moving average really nicely. So we had this bullish candle, obviously almost pip perfect. In fact, it was pip perfect rejection. Second sort of bearish hammer candle, I guess you call it, or doji, whatever these are called. Not too sure about candle names and things. It's not what I care about. Also rejecting to the upside, then a small consolidation, and then we broke to the downside. We had this bearish engulfer. Now, Golden Gates recognizes an engulfing candle. It's one of the factors of Golden Gates. It tries to confirm these entries for you before signaling it, so it can only give you the highest quality it can find. So after this bearish engulfing candle, this pops up. So I was like, okay, well, we've just had an engulfer, rejection of the 200 moving average. We have the RSI that is currently, well, at the time was overbought. Our Golden Gates algorithm down here has switched from green to red and also became overbought. Now the green to red is a shift in momentum. So we went from buyer's momentum and now switched to seller's momentum. So that's a great indicator. So far this trade looks great. But of course, we need to have a little bit of a wider look. Now, this is a day trade, so I'm not interested really on what the weekly and the monthly are doing. I'm just looking to get in for today, maybe tomorrow, if necessary. But we can see a very similar thing on the H4. We have a really, really nice rejection on the H4, the previous H4 candle. Now, what we also have here is the moving average cross. So the 200 crossed with the 50. So we went from this uptrend here, and now we've just switched to this downtrend. And you can see the Golden Gates algo trend reader here. The daily trend is bearish and the current trend is bearish. And if we are going in for sells, that, we're going in with the overall trend of the market, which is really, really good. Now, the final factor for this is this a 50% level or is this a fib retracement? So we draw our fib from the high to the low, remember, because we're selling, we want to draw from high to low. And it's like magic. So the entry one, I've renamed these on MetaTrader, but entry one is the 0.5 level. Entry two is the 618 level. So what we have is this rejection of the moving averages, a rejection of the 50% level, a rejection of these sort of previous highs or consolidation, whatever you want to call it. We had the RSI and we had Golden Gates. So this was technically a very, very nice trade. And of course, we're following the trend. Now, the Australian dollar is pretty weak at the moment. But there is some news about that, but that's not relevant for this video. But yeah, this is the technical approach, really. It's very, very simple, and it's very easy to follow. It's very easy to replicate this. Now, you will see setups like this. You'll often get maybe 2 or 3 a week, and you may get up to 10 to 15, but obviously you need to filter them and find the strongest ones. Now, this is essentially textbook. You couldn't get a better example of the way I trade than this trade. So that's why I wanted to show you this one. So what I'm going to do is let the trade run, and I'm going to check back in with you. It may hit stops, it may hit take profit, we'll see. So this is just a 1 to 2. So normally I would have a take profit down at the take profit 1 level. But the reason I don't is because we have a much tighter stop loss. So you can see the stop is just above the wick and these previous highs on the 200 moving average. So all I want to do is just catch a 1 to 2 here. I'm not interested in a huge move or any crazy gains. Just looking for this very simple, quick move. Now, this may end up getting held overnight, I'm not sure. But like I said, I'll check in with you when the trade is done, and I can give you an update then. So I'll see you in a second for you. It might be a few hours for me. And I'm back. It's now 9 a.m. in the morning the next day. We closed out of AUD NZD last night after the news, so after market open as well. So this trade was, as I was saying in the video, it was almost perfect. So we did close out early. Obviously, we had really good news that we had on this trade. So I'll show you that in a second. So we didn't obviously want to hold through news, go into nice profit, and then see the correction and then go back to entry. We would rather just secure the profit. This is the first signal we sent for the month, just so we can start the month nicely and have some blue. So you can see $1,160 made on this trade. This is my Darwin X account. So yeah, really clean. As I was saying, I've already broken this down for you. Obviously, I'm recording this the next day, so it's a bit more of a hindsight thing for me now, looking back at the video I've already recorded for this, for the first part. But yeah, let me show you the news. So we had the RBA interest rates. We had a lot of news this morning for Australia, primarily this RBA rate decision. So it came out basically as expected. So that's fine, but yeah, all good. So the trade was very textbook. That, like I said, I think in the previous video, it's essentially a perfect example of the Echo model. We waited for this bearish engulfing candle. We entered on the closure of that, and then just saw a continuation of downside momentum, obviously trading with the trend. So that's the result. Not really anything else to show you, to be honest. But yeah, if you like this video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. I can do some more trade breakdown videos and explain why we take them, whether it's day trades or swing trades, whatever it might be. We do all sorts of trading here. If you want to follow these signals, again, let me just show you that this was actually sent to members. So you can see it here. The short thesis was closed. The reasoning was here: stop loss, take profit, 2 images. And then we closed out not too long ago, last night. So that's essentially it, guys. Yeah, if you want to follow the signals, click the link in the description, and I will see you very, very soon. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.